Who sings this? I like this jam.
Yo,
It's definitely the White Stripes.
was here? What did we talk about the White
It
Stripes?
was last week.
So last week when I was talking about the dude who made it, the movie with Jack White.
I like this. Anyways, we're at Ball Hogs Radio. Thank you for joining us. If you missed the last segment, we had Luke Thomas from SB Nation, who covers all boxing and combat sports, MMA, gave us his thoughts on the fight. We also broke down a great conspiracy that we are booking, or at least I booked. We'll be on a future 30 for 30. Make sure you check it out. It was very entertaining.
Either way, this will be on a future 30 because someone did something.
Someone did something.
There will be
Someone,
something.
that's for sure.
There will be something.
Someone did something.
So kicking off tonight, NBA Finals. Great series up ahead. I don't think anybody can. I know we disagree on who we want to win and who we think is going to win. I don't think anyone can disagree on this is a tremendous matchup in the NBA Finals. Is there any matchup that could be better?
No, this is the matchup you
than
wanted.
the matchup with the Thunder versus the Heat.
Question for you.
I can't think of one.
Were you cheering?
Maybe Kobe.
Were you cheering for?
I think the Lakers and Heat would have still
That-
for one more year maybe.
And then maybe Heat Thunder next year.
Assuming Bynum and Gasol were at the top of their games as well. But no, this
We're
is
non-LeBron.
this is the one to watch.
This is it.
We're non-LeBron fans, who are also basketball fans, cheering for the Heat to play the Thunder, or did they want them to lose to the
That's
Celtics?
interesting. This is what I told my wife as we were flying back Saturday night. I said, I desperately want the Celtics to win because I don't like LeBron. But if the LeBron does win, part of me will be, I wouldn't say happy, but I was excited that for this matchup here, under the assumption that the Thunder will win. Okay,
Yes.
I'm excited about this matchup. Now, granted, I'm nervous because I don't want LeBron to win. All right,
I don't want the Heat to win because I think they're arrogant, and I don't really like that whole scene about
this
them.
This is the ultimate good versus evil.
Well, regardless
hated.
of how you feel about LeBron, I feel like those guys just aren't as good of a team at being a team as the Thunder are, and they don't set as good of an example as Kevin Durant and those guys do.
I just keep going.
But on Saturday night,
I was kids in this world. Who cares what kind of example they set?
I was cheering for the Heat because I think that was going to be a better series than watching the Thunder pummel old Celtics.
Oh, they
I agree on
they
that.
would
Yeah,
have
Thunder
ran.
would've-
They would have ran all over.
So I just want to see some good basketball.
It's just amazing the polar opposites of this team. When you go from the beginning, like from the top down, their leaders being the complete opposite type player. Their cities being the complete opposite of cities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got
That's for sure.
no-name Oklahoma City who won't even let Lil Wayne in the door because he didn't have a proper ticket.
Two floor seats tonight, by the way, for Lil Wayne.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
and Lil Wayne,
but to Miami-
Lil Wayne was banging James Harden's girlfriend. But let's not talk about
But
that.
to Miami over here,
Yeah,
that you
about
got
that.
just the star-studded cast.
That little
Half
nugget,
don't
huh?
even care about the team. You know, it's just incredibly. I mean, it's an incredible.
It's a series made for sports writers. It's a series made for storylines. But whether or not the actual basketball will follow up with that and live up to that is a different question. But I think we all think they will, based on the amount of talent that's going to be on the basketball floor, and the amount of talent that's still in their prime. That's still, there would have been questions. I mean, it would have almost been more like, again, before we get to the finals, it would kind of be interesting to see a Spurs Celtics like semifinals, wouldn't it? Like
sure.
It's like a battle for third.
The old squad.
Yeah. old versus old.
I was on CNN SI and I saw a rumor that said the Spurs interested in Garnett.
Yeah.
I mean,
For next
that
year.
can't be
You
real,
really?
right?
I'm like, you really?
That's not real.
You just want to get older.
Well, by the way, Garnett was the fourth best player in the entire playoffs.
I got you.
Kind
but-
of not even close.
I got you, but still.
I think that'd be great. They've been trying to team up Duncan and Garnett forever.
Nobody picks up that guy to head up their team, though. They pick him up to
That's
lead
the
the younger
thing.
guys in it,
I mean,
right?
he'd be.
Or is it just like 1 year?
I mean, he'd be the
see
fourth
what we can
option.
do?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
But but anyway, okay. So there's obviously excitement all around with this final series. I've been going back and forth with a number of different guys over Twitter today as to who the most important players are in this series. Now, understand when it comes to importance, you weigh importance. So you know what LeBron's going to do. You know what Durant's going to do. If you still pick them, just understand that there comes with an assumption that LeBron and Durant are going to be themselves. So who's the most important player in this series?
And we can't pick LeBron or Durant.
I said you can, but understand there's weight that comes with it.
I mean, I think hands down, Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
And reason being is because I think he poses the biggest. I think Russell Westbrook 1,
Okay.
Serge Ibaka 1A. All right, and the reason I say the matchup problems with Russell Westbrook are going to be tremendous.
Even
for
if
the Heat.
Battier covers him.
Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
Battier can't guard Russell Westbrook. The speed is, we're talking two different speed elements here. Battier cannot keep up with Russell. I mean, Russell's one of the top 5 quickest guys in the league. Battier's over here 34 years old.
Man, I don't know.
You're trying to tell me you think Battier can man up Russell Westbrook?
I'd take my chances with him on him.
Well, I mean,
Did you guys see that New York Times
it'd be
breakdown?
tough.
With the active shots made chart? It was really cool. You guys should check it out. It's on the New York Times. Just search for active chart breakdown or active shot breakdown. And it goes by team, so percentage made, and it has a whole graph of where each team made most of their shots from, and it does a matchup of all the players and shows their strengths and weaknesses of when they're shooting from certain points in the floor and stuff. It's really cool.
So what's it saying?
It's I think it's edging towards the Thunder just overall.
I thought you said shot breakdown. Like,
Yeah,
where
like
do they
what
score
is-
from?
Yeah.
What are they saying? Like, Thunder's an outside shooting
Is it
team?
Westbrook into the basket? What does it mean? What's the deal?
I'll have to pull it up. I looked at it for 20 minutes earlier.
But going back, so I think the Westbrook because of the matchup.
Right.
And then the reason I say Ibaka 1A, even over like a Bosh, and importance of a Bosh, Ibaka with Wade and with LeBron getting to the hoop as easy as they can,
Right.
having Mr. Ibaka there, the NBA leader of.
I mean,
what?
nobody stops LeBron. Not even Ibaka. I mean, that I agree. And this is just
I like what he did there.
I mean,
Ibaka.
I mean, this is just me arguing based on what I honestly believe. I understand if you pick Russell Westbrook. I don't understand the Serge Ibaka. I think he's a non-factor this series. I think Chris Bosh is a jump shooter that totally takes away Serge down low.
Okay.
And I think if you can't stop Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, even if you're Dwayne Wade will get to the rim. He's faced tough shot blockers before.
Sure.
He'll find a way to score. LeBron will just dunk
I think you
over
may
him.
be surprised. Well, I wouldn't go there.
So I agree with you on the Russell Westbrook thing.
So
For
is that
me,
your number
though,
one?
My number one what?
Importance outside the top guys?
Dwayne Wade. No
Okay.
doubt about it.
Okay.
No doubt about it.
I didn't even want to include Dwayne Wade.
I
but
tweeted it 3 or 4 times that I think if the Heat are going to win, LeBron though, and he'll get killed for it. I said this word for it. He'll get killed for it, but he'll need to focus on D. Whether that's him picking up Durant, whether that's him guarding some guys that are very good offensively, and he's going to need to carry it over and let Wade take over offensively. And if they do, I don't think they have a problem winning the series at all.
Okay.
Mine's Chris Bosh. Because of what you said earlier, that Chris Bosh is going to take Ibaka
Yeah.
away from. He's
Well,
going to take him away from.
See ya.
But I'm saying
He'll get right by
that goes to my point a little bit that you think there's a heavy importance of Ibaka
Well, I
and
think
the role that he plays on this team.
I think the same way that
if you're saying Bosh,
I
He
think
pulling
can't,
it-
he can't guard Chris Bosh out.
But I
out
think it's
12
the same
feet
way
out.
that when Chris Bosh wasn't there, then Garnett could roam in the middle. And he was causing trouble when Garnett could just kind of was like a free-for-all defender, kind of like a free safety, just kind of going wherever he wanted. But with Bosh in there, he had to respect the shot, so he had to go out on him, and it completely changed the game. It opened the lane, which gives LeBron
Sure.
and Dwayne Wade room to go to the basket.
Now, in all fairness, what's different about that is, okay, so Garnett goes out with Bosh, leaves the lane wide open, because what, Stiemsma, or however you pronounce homeboy, what white guy?
Stiemsma, yeah.
Because Stiemsma's down low. Now you got Kendrick Perkins. Okay, so like
who's
we're talking.
who's 6'6". I mean, he's not as Haslam. I mean, I don't understand what's the
Hold on, Kendrick Perkins.
yeah
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, but what role are you saying he's going to play?
But I'm saying is
He's a good man-on-man defender. He doesn't
No,
do anything else.
Kendrick Perkins.
Doesn't do much else.
You're talking about the same guy that the Boston Celtics did not win Game 7 versus the Lakers because he went down with injury, and who have all said,
because-
every expert said they would have won had he been in there.
Because of his man-to-man defense.
And
he does
and
not
when
guard
the Celtics,
Bosh outside.
And when the Celtics, I know what I'm saying. Ibaka does,
okay,
okay,
Bosh will get right by him.
but Perkins will still be in the middle when Garnett.
Bosh is 7 feet. He's not going to have a problem with shooting over Perkins if he gets by Ibaka.
What I'm saying is he was saying with Garnett when Bosh came in, Garnett got taken out from underneath the hoop to guard Bosh,
Yeah.
which opened up the lane.
So you're saying,
And I said, of course, that's a bigger issue for Boston because they don't have another big man. Garnett is their own guy. Ibaka has Perkins to back him up, so Ibaka has to go out. You still got
you're
big
now
old
saying-
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, big. Oof. See, I don't. I
mean, you think he's
disagree.
6'6", so you
I
like.
I mean, he kind of is like 6'7" or 6'8". I don't think he's that much taller than that.
You're kidding me, right? Can someone pull up the height on Kendrick Perkins, please?
Yes.
But anyway,
I mean,
okay. So I mean, that's. I mean, so you think then? Are you still on your Ibaka train? That
I still think Westbrook won.
Kendrick Perkins is 6'10".
I mean, 6'8". He's
I don't know
he's a
about that.
center. He's a beast. He's like one
I
of the
don't
most.
think he's 6'10".
Are you kidding me?
Call me BS on NBA.com. It's fine.
I mean, that's he's a legitimate
In
center.
shoes, which means he's probably 6'8".
Well, guess what? They're all an inch taller in shoes, so you bring them all down a notch. It's an even playing field still.
Well, okay, so you have a huge you have a lot of your stock in Kendrick Perkins, and I don't. I mean, that's I guess it's as simple as that.
I don't have so much stock in Kendrick Perkins. I was just responding to the way his comparison to Boston and how when they pulled Garnett out, it left the lane open. Well, Garnett was their only guy down there.
Steve's
I'm saying
pretty good. He's a pretty good shot blocker.
I mean, he's not a Kendrick Perkins.
But Kendrick Perkins isn't a shot blocker. He's a man-on-man defender. He's a good post defender.
He's a big man.
But
to
Miami
help,
doesn't.
that helps
But
cover
Miami
the paint.
doesn't post up. I mean, we'll find out. If somebody gets past Ibaka, I'm not afraid.
Stop saying that.
Ibaka, I actually didn't mean to say it that time. If somebody gets past Ibaka, I am not afraid of Kendrick Perkins being there as a free safety.
Fair
Not
enough.
at all.
Fair enough.
Not when the guy's getting past him.
Or LeBron,
Oh,
Wade,
LeBron
and Bosh.
James. Yeah, that doesn't.
Listen. Hey,
Who's gonna cover-
Boston felt it in the heart when they lost Perkins. And why? Because he was their man
You
in the
talking about
middle.
something 3 years ago?
I'm talking 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
So I mean, you're going back 2 years ago when
Yeah.
when LeBron
I mean, we're
was on
talking-
LeBron was on Cleveland.
Yeah, but
LeBron
I'm
was
saying
a Cavalier at that point.
I'm saying if a team like Boston could feel the power of losing to Kendrick Perkins, guess
Okay.
what? There's some value there. There's some. I mean, the players
Perceived
were
value on a team on I guess a team like Oklahoma City where he is the sixth option probably. Yeah,
offensively.
yeah, and I mean,
But he has a role, and his role is to guard the middle and be a presence down low. So I'm saying Ibaka does have help.
So I guess what you're saying.
Garnett has no help down
So
low.
you think Perkins is more of a paint protector? I think he's more of a post defender. You know, more of a one-on-one guy that's going to guard somebody. Like a Tim Duncan would have problems with Kendrick Perkins. Definitely,
I can see that. But I mean, I don't think he's limited to that.
I mean, he did.
I know. I said I can see that. I don't think he's limited to that.
Okay. So I mean, so Wilkes, you say Bosh, MJ. Do you have a player, a most
With
important
that being
player?
said, I'm looking at MJ's shot. Well,
That's a different
shot
conversation.
shot chart.
Not the chart, but the shot chart.
Shot chart. It's actually pretty cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's it saying? What's the point of it?
It just kind of tells you like where each person scores from on the court.
Okay.
And essentially where they're hot.
Player by player.
Yeah. So if you like scroll,
Really?
if you scroll over them and then all these dots pop out, it's. I mean,
It's pretty awesome.
I saw you just tweet
You
that.
guys need to check that out.
I'll check it out during the break.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin and Wilkes, let me ask you, okay? What is the reason? Give me the number one reason in both of your minds why you want LeBron James and the Miami Heat, and it can't be because you all are diehard LeBron James fans. Because
really?
going back,
I'll tell you why. It's because of you.
That's what I was going to say. Is
yeah,
it
absolutely.
so this is why we're gauging why we want teams to win.
I think they're better.
I mean, is that both of you? Because that's
No,
really
I think,
lame. Like
I think
Why?
LeBron's the best player in the world.
This guy can't tell me I can root for the Nats. All right, because like I don't
Why
have
does it-
enough reasoning.
why
but
is
he
that
can,
not a good reason?
He can root for the Heat
Why do
because
you-
he doesn't
I
like.
mean, when I
don't
wasn't rooting for the
disagree with
Heat
you,
all
Kevin, by the
season.
way.
To be honest,
I don't disagree that LeBron James is the best player in the world.
he is the best player in the world.
If
I mean,
both,
there's
if
no
both,
doubt about it.
If both teams could lose, that would be great. But I have to pick a team to going to win.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I need a
and
reason.
Bradley,
One, I think people hate LeBron James for no real reason. I
you
think
didn't. You used to not like him.
yeah, but then everyone started. I didn't used to
no,
like him.
Not everyone.
So are you just that guy that goes reverse
I think I saw
trend?
the day. I think I saw the day.
I've always liked
said
him,
it.
by the way.
I think I saw the day that it washed over you when you were arguing with Bradley about it.
He said, you know what? I want LeBron James to win. He is he just.
Why not? Like I can't switch.
Because 2 minutes before that, you had so infuriated him
I know.
with your argument for why you didn't like LeBron James.
Because he acts like because my problem is people hate LeBron James more than they hate people. He hates LeBron James more than he hates Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather beat his wife in front of his kids, and that doesn't mean anything to him. He likes Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis helped cover up a killing.
All right.
All LeBron James said was a couple stupid things on television. He's a dummy.
There's more to it than that, but
What is LeBron James a bad guy? Because you hate him like he's a bad. He's a dumb guy, yes, but not a bad guy.
He may be a little like
what has he done that's
arrogant,
bad?
but not like I've shared some of those photos, like the SI photographer, but that's not the big thing. I look at it as someone who anointed himself King James. Okay,
When he was somewhat, I'm pretty sure his AAU coach didn't do that when he was 16.
Pretty sure if I was the best basketball player alive and I was 14, I'd call myself king too.
When you get on the cover of Sports Illustrated at 16,
Can I tell you my biggest problem with him is I'm actually disappointed in the guy. I'm disappointed in his heart and his competitive nature to the point where, like, a guy that big, what everybody was saying after Game 6 is why I have a problem with him. When they said, that's what you should be doing. You're the best in the world. That's what you should be doing, and he doesn't do it. And I feel cheated by LeBron James because of it.
he's only 27. His career's not over.
The dude has had 7 years where he could be doing what he did in Game 6. He didn't get better from Game 5 to Game 6. He just finally got his mind right.
He's maturing.
He got his mind right.
People say the same thing about Andre Blatch.
Listen, I actually...
Is that the first time those two have ever been in a sentence together?
Yep.
Looks, I'll put it like this. After watching Game 6, I actually felt better about LeBron James than I ever have before. Why?
Now this is getting weird.
No,
I don't know.
No,
Are
because
you
he's
a fan
doing,
of his now?
I'm not a fan of him.
This
I
is
still want him to
ridiculous.
lose, but he's finally... But I can't ignore the fact that he's doing what I've always wanted him to do. That's what I always wanted him to do. I want him to dominate. I want him to have that
Take
Kobe
charge.
face.
So did you not like...
So when he finally did, and he had that look on his face, like, I'm going to eat you alive.
Yep.
All right? That's why I was like, bam.
Did you not
That's
like...
what he should be
so
doing.
did you not
my respect meter went up right there.
Are you telling me you didn't like LeBron James because he had all the potential and he wasn't living up to it?
Well, no. That was compounded with him being a
There's other things
great big
compounded.
douche.
See, and I will say that,
I am now literally confused.
that
after
Jeff-
this
what Jeff
conversation.
I don't
Gunn-
understand how you always say you're confused.
That Jeff
What
Van
is
Gundy
confusing
said
about that?
that stupidity has a 2-year...
Yeah,
he has a
sure.
2-year window
Sure,
on stupidity.
you can forget it. Yeah, people are able
I
to
mean,
put
at
that in the past.
some point, when do you not bring up the decision?
Right.
I'm over the decision.
Well, when he wins, when he wins in Miami, because he not only did he do the decision, he did the not one, not two.
Look,
just give me one,
there was
and then
50,000 fans to see 3 people. What is he going to say? Guys, we're going to try hard.
That's what I
No,
understand.
he's going to say we're going to win
Good
7
job.
championships.
Good effort. Good job. Good effort.
He's going to say we're not going to win 1, we're not going to win 2, we're going to win 12. Of course, that's what you say.
That's why I don't have a problem when my guys, like, even when Rex Grossman or Beck, one of them said, like,
No, Grossman, I think he says we're going to win the East.
why not?
You better.
Why not say that?
better
I agree
say
with
that.
I agree with that.
Anytime a guy says, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year, and everyone kills him, I'm like, why? Isn't that what he's supposed to do? That's his whole job.
said the Dolphins are the favorites, and I don't know about that.
You know, but like
The difference between say you're the favorite and say we're going to win it.
I'll give an example. You know, like I love Tom Brady. We all know that. All right, Tom Brady has that killer instinct. Like I want to rip your heart out and I want to beat you.
I hate Tom Brady.
And like he wants to just keep scoring touchdowns after. But if Tom Brady conceded to the fact that he'd be willing to have another quarterback come in and take third down snaps and share the spotlight, the way he went in and joined with the Dwayne Wade and is okay not taking last shots and stuff, my respect meter will go down for Brady a little bit right there.
I'm
like, you're better than that.
You don't like anyone that Adam really likes. You don't like Ted Leonsis. You don't like Tom Brady. You don't like LeBron
He
James.
doesn't like Tim Tebow.
By
don't
the
like
way,
Tim
by the
Tebow.
way, MJ, Bradley may be one of 10 humans in the world that like Ted Leonsis. He is an absolute scumbag.
Do you like
awful
Bill
person.
Simmons?
I would disagree with you.
we're both Bill Simmons.
Tenfold.
We're-
Okay.
We're,
All
bo-
right.
we're both Bill Simmons guys.
I hate Ted Leonsis.
I think
Everything
it's-
he types, everything he says makes me sick.
I think it's because of some of the passion he has for certain these guys that he likes or hates.
It's very polarizing.
It's very polar. So
but apparently,
he
the hate went away. Like all he did,
here's
all he
the
did was
problem.
do good, and the hate's gone.
Is Adam only gives you 2 options. You only have 2 options when he
There's
likes
no
a
gray
person.
area.
You either like him with him, or you can't just like kind of like him.
I want to go back to Kevin's confusion, though. If I have been hounding the guy for not having a killer instinct and not living up to his potential, let me finish. Let me finish.
Wilkes just asked you, is that the only reason you hate him? And you said no.
There are other issues, but some things do go away over time. Okay, the decision and my upset, my frustration at how he handled
So
that.
now you love him. You just wish he lived up to his potential.
First of all, no one ever said I loved him. I said my respect meter went up, and I was happier
if it's at
that
0
moment.
and your respect meter goes up to 5, it's still low though.
But I don't understand. I don't understand. How are you so confused? The dude never had a killer. Like the killer instinct was lacking. His.
It's easy for you to say you hate him, and then as soon as he does great, you go, okay, now I respect him. That's kind of an easy way out.
did
Still
not
hate
s-
him. Just keep hating him. That's what we want.
We liked him better when you hated him.
Keep hating him.
Didn't you just hear me say I want him to lose passionately?
Yeah, that's because you've fallen in love with Kevin Durant, who just doesn't say anything.
No. Why was I so mad Derrick Rose?
The most boring human on the planet you've fallen in love with.
Why was I so mad Derrick
Kevin
Rose
Durant
got hurt? I was so mad Derrick Rose got hurt because it made LeBron's path to the finals easier. I want LeBron to lose. But I have to say, I wasn't as upset when I saw Game 6 because that's what I've been asking him to do.
Yeah, I guess this whole thing where you take greatness for granted because when somebody has it, you expect it 100% of the time. And that I think is a different argument, maybe not for this segment and not for the Heat versus Thunder segment, but the fact that LeBron can do no good because LeBron played, and I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating here, a top 20 game of all time in his 45-point effort in Game 6.
Sure.
And
it was
one
of the best ever.
And you said, that's what he's supposed to do.
See, that's people kept saying I expect. People kept saying
that's what LeBron.
45. 45.
I'm not saying he has to do that 45. I'm not saying he has to do 45, 15, and 5 every time.
He averaged over 30 for a series.
Did you watch any expert analyst say he finally did what everyone's been begging him to do? I'm not the only one here. I'm not the only one saying this.
And I would scream at everybody that says that.
Question.
The dude has constantly overpromised and under-delivered in his career when it comes to big-time victories and championships.
He's playing his third championship in 7 years.
I mean, this is
Pretty
but he
terrible.
hasn't
I
won
don't
any.
understand
But
what
he's been there.
But
he can't control
There's
that.
only one thing he hasn't done,
Another
and that's
question:
win the
Is there
championship.
anything
He's done
to say
everything
when he
else.
went to Miami that he spent 5 years in Cleveland with essentially no one? You can name some players, but there wasn't anyone there.
Okay.
And he had to shoulder that load for that team for 5 years. Isn't there something to say?
There's nothing. He did nothing more than like an AI did in Philly.
Is there?
They're the exact. They both took bad rosters to the finals.
Is there something to
Only
say?
difference is AI won a game in the finals and LeBron got swept.
That means absolutely nothing in the long run here.
I'm saying it happens. People carry teams.
As at some point, doesn't it say, I need some help? I can't do this on my own. It's killing me.
Sure.
Because I can tell you right now, we can talk. You can sit there all day. And we
You
can
don't
talk.
think AI would have done the same thing if he could?
We can talk about Kobe, and we can tell you who Kobe needed. Powell, he needed Shaq.
Sure.
We can talk about Jordan. He had Pippen. Didn't do anything until Cartwright got there. Is there something to say for? Act like
Skip over Cartwright.
Act like Bill Cartwright wasn't good. Go ahead, look at the stats.
I will actually.
Okay.
Bill Cartwright, Luke Longley.
Keep putting Bill Cartwright and Luke Longley in the same sentence. And then, but isn't there something
Did Bill
to say?
Cartwright do something I didn't know? Anyways.
Well, we were like 7. When we
Keep
were
going.
good.
Keep going.
So LeBron James now looked at D-Wade and said, I've been doing this too long by myself. I'm wearing down. I need some help. Is there anything wrong with essentially asking for help and getting it in a form of D-Wade? And Chris Bosh being like, I saw what I could do by myself, but I need someone else to help me. Does that make you not have a killer instinct because you said, I've already done this for 5 years by myself, and I realize I know where I can get, but I know it kills me to get there. I need this help to win it.
It sounds like we have another segment of this coming up. That's what it sounds like.
Is that wrong? Is it wrong to ask for help?
Of course, in the sense of asking for help, of course, it's not wrong to ask for help. All right? But when you're the best player alive, okay, you do depress your invincibility as being that god of a player when you start doing it, yes.
So even though every other guy who's ever won a championship almost in their life has had another great player with them.
Never, not to the point where they're literally 2 top 4 players.
Has Wade played like a top 4 player?
Wade is a top 4 player.
Has he played like
in the
one?
league?
Wade is a Kobe, LeBron, Durant, and Wade, and that has been everyone's top 4 for the last
Are you telling
5
me?
years.
Wait. So you're saying Kobe and Shaq weren't the top 2 players in the whole league?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but that happened naturally, not with them orchestrating it, not with Kobe orchestrating it. Kobe wasn't calling Shaq.
Oh, because you were there.
And you're saying that the trade to LA?
I forgot that Bradley was next to Mitch Kupchak on the speakerphone.
What are you trying to say?
So I mean, when he signed with LA, it wasn't to play with Kobe?
Potentially, but it wasn't the players orchestrating it.
How do you?
Oh man!
It maybe not been as open, but to say that
We'll continue this on another, because we're gonna take a break. Obviously, we can talk basketball all night long. We're gonna take a break, but we're excited because we have Dave Mancarini in house with us. We're gonna jump into what you have coming up here with the Cougar Classic and talk about your day. You've had a busy day all over the map, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Either way, we're the Ball Hogs. We'll be back in a few.